I wanted to show you guys, I got some new shoes and they are from a company called Stray and they are so cute. I'm gonna show you guys. No, that's not gonna work. I cannot bend. Look how cute. Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all doing well. So I wanted this video to just be like a chit chat type of thing. I do have some snacks. I have barritas. Okay, this pregnancy, I say this pregnancy, I've never been pregnant before, but I seriously have to eat every other hour or so because I feel so sick. I feel so nauseous and I probably should be eating healthier things, but se me antojaron. And I usually do. I usually eat okay. But people passing by. I'm gonna close the window. I just wanted I have a hair. I wanted to tell you guys a story of how I didn't know I was pregnant for like 2 months. And it's I'm sure it happens to a lot of people, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. My cycle is really irregular, and so I actually went to the doctor. I'm sorry, I have a freaking hair. That's gonna bother me. Anyway, I have a pretty irregular cycle, and I went to the doctor just to do like a, what's it called, just like a physical. And this was in March. I got the hair! Ah, that was bugging me. So I got the physical done in March, and when I went in, I just kind of told her how I was feeling. You know, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and I was having a hard time sleeping and I just felt sick, and I truly believed that I was making myself sick because of my anxiety. And if you suffer with anxiety, you know that that is so real. It happens to lots of people all the time. So I was like, can we do something about my anxiety? So she prescribed me some meds and I was like, cool. I was a little nervous to take them, but I did some research and I was like, okay, this will be fine. So then fast forward 2 months, no, it was like a month and a half. Fast forward a month and a half later, and I was shopping at Walmart and I was like, you know, just doing my thing, getting my groceries. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a pregnancy test just for kicks and giggles. I was like, I doubt I'm pregnant. I thought I was like 99% sure I was not pregnant at all. And I just had this thought come into my head. I was like, you should just take one anyway. At this point, I was about 2 weeks late than my period normally comes. And mind you, my cycles are like 45 days. So that, you know, the average cycle is about 28 days. So I was already like, nah, this is normal for me. This is not out of the ordinary. Hey, where'd you get that chocolate? Come here. Milo got into a chocolate. If you hear any weird sounds, I'm on a yoga ball. That's my chair. I heard it helps with posture, but honestly it hurts my back so bad. Anyway, back to the story. At this point I was like, you know what? I am not worried about it. I usually am a little late for my period. Whatever. I'll go buy the pregnancy test anyway. So I went and bought the pregnancy test, and I just picked like a super cheap 99-cent one. I waited the time that the box said, and then I looked at it and it said positive. And immediately I was like, so I pulled out my phone and I wanted to film, and I still couldn't believe it. I still could not believe it. I was like, you know what, this is probably wrong. This is some cheap test. So I was kind of like, what the heck is going on? I filmed my reaction. If you haven't seen that video, I can link it in the description. And anyway, so then I thought, oh my gosh, I have to go back to Walmart. So I went back to Walmart, bought the test, and I went to the gym that's by Walmart, and I took the pregnancy test there. And mind you, I decided to buy like a $10 pregnancy test. I was like, you know what, I can't go cheap, I gotta know for sure. Took the second one in the gym bathroom stall. It was awkward, it was kind of monumental, honestly. And I took the test, positive, and I was like, oh my god. So then I put that one away and I took the other one, positive, and I was like, damn. Okay. And I did my workout, and I seriously do not remember my workout at all. I was kind of just like on this high, and I don't remember what happened at the gym. Came home, and I just kind of brainstormed because my boyfriend was at work, and I just kind of brainstormed how I was gonna tell him. And I already knew how he was going to react because, I mean, we've talked about this, of course. We talked about what would happen if we had a child, like an unplanned child. And so I already knew what his reaction was gonna be. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to film his. So I get everything prepared. I set my phone up. He doesn't really see it. Doesn't see it at first. He sits down and he looks at the camera and he's like, you're pregnant. Like he instantly knew. And I have his reaction in that same video if you want to watch it. It was pretty funny. For the first couple weeks, it was super surreal. I felt like I was in a dream. It still hadn't clicked. And I mean, if you've ever been pregnant, I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's my story. And as to me not knowing I was pregnant, I don't know what to tell you. When I think back to me being pregnant for the first 2 months and not even knowing it, I am putting it all together and it's clicking. I had terrible heartburn, and I seriously thought that my anxiety was giving me heartburn. I was just convinced that I wasn't pregnant and I was just anxious. Welcome to my life. I don't know how I did that, but yeah, I was definitely pregnant, and I'm putting everything together, and I just remember I was getting headaches every day. I wasn't sleeping well, heartburn, what else? Oh my gosh, everything. I'm such an idiot. I don't know how I did put this together, but everything sounded disgusting. I felt like I'd lost my appetite, and here I was again like, oh, that's just an anxiety thing. I need to just relax. And so I actually started taking that medication that the doctor gave me, but she told me it would take about 4 weeks to kick in. The first 2 months of my pregnancy, I was taking meds, and I don't know, that kind of freaks me out. But yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. If you have something similar, I would love to hear it, honestly. Next thing I wanted to talk about was, can we freaking normalize not being married? Like, is that a thing that we can do as a society and accept? Because it's 2021. People don't get married, and people need to get over that. It's not that big of a deal. Now, if you're religious, which I'm not, but if you are and you believe that, that's great. Keep it to yourself. Literally nobody cares. So like, I don't know. I definitely respect why people get married. I think it's a wonderful concept, and I think it's beautiful. I really do. But I just wish people would know that it's not for everyone, and they don't need to be rude about it. Now here's my story as to why I am ranting about this. And okay, as you know, Cortland and I have been together for about 7 years, and we grew up in a very religious community, and even within our households, our families were very religious. You know, of course, they expected us to get married, but they've accepted it. You know, after 7 years, they've accepted that we're probably not going to get married, and if we do, it's going to be in the future. It's really not that big of a deal for us right now. We understand why people get married and blah, blah, blah. So we go to the doctor, right? He comes in and he's really nice. He seems super, super religious. We'll say that word. Okay, you know what? I won't even sugarcoat. He looks super, super Mormon. And from where I'm from, literally everybody's Mormon. And he comes in and he's just like, so what's the situation here? And he looks at me and Cortland and we're like, what do you mean? And he's like, tell me about yourselves. Where are you from? And we're like, oh, you know, we're from Logan and Nibley and Hiram, whatever. And we just kind of small talk. And then he's like, okay. He asked us, do you guys live together? And we were like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, I'm glad to see that there's at least some commitment there. Excuse me? I was just like, rude, okay? And I'm a nice person, so I was just kind of like that, just like that awkward laugh, you know? That whole thing just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It made me feel like he was interrogating us to see if we were fit enough to be parents. That's honestly what it felt like. It just seemed like he, I don't know, like we were just some young kids. And I mean, yeah, we're young, but we're 24 and 25, like, I don't know. It's not that young. So then Cortland asks him, how old were you when you had your first baby? And he was like, oh, I was your age, 24. But we were actually prepared and expecting. And Cortland and I were like, okay. Like, what makes you think that we didn't want this? You know, like, yes, the kid was an accident, but what makes you think that? Like, I feel like there's plenty of people that have kids outside of marriage on purpose. It just seems so ignorant and just so rude. The bottom line is it was rude and it rubbed me the wrong way. Didn't like it. But yeah, it just seemed weird that he asked us all these questions, because I guarantee you if we were married, he wouldn't have asked us these questions. And I was just really disappointed, you know? I was just kind of like, that is really rude. You don't treat people that way. It's not really any of his business. Like, he's the father, I'm the mother. Okay, like that's all you need to know. And so, yeah, that's that story. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I did a poll on my Instagram as to like what people want to see more of from me, and people said they wanted to see more about my life. So I am happy to share stuff. Obviously I'm not going to share everything about my life, but I'm happy to talk about some things if you guys find it interesting at all. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this whole marriage thing, because I love to know people's thoughts. That's actually a question that I genuinely want to know about people. So, I mean, if you're down, comment below and I'm happy to talk about stuff. And, oh, the giveaway. Make sure you look into my Instagram post. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's just going to be like a box of goodies and then a gift card to a place of your choice. So make sure you go to my Insta and check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching this video and I hope you guys take care. Bye. Make sure to subscribe.